grinding day. Maybe 1.5 hours I just wasted completely on Instagram. Was a bit unconscious, a bit lazy, like not like that focused, and it has a little bit to do with what I experienced during my my vacation, so to say. So the 2 days where I just didn't do any work, because I realized that I don't want to push myself anymore. I want to do more because of authentic reasons, and so more authentic motivation or positive motivation. So I don't want to push myself too hard to anything. I just want to do it in a more spiritual way, so you're just more aware of what you're doing, and then you're just consciously realizing, okay, I'm scrolling through Instagram, so like, what does this do? It just fucks up my brain and gives me nothing, and then you stop it, and you're not like, I'm not supposed to look on Instagram when I want to work. Stop this. Oh, but I want to stop this. No, I don't want to, not in that way, but a more relaxed way, because I feel like this is going to be a way better way in the long run. So that's why it's okay. That's also the reason why it's okay. I'm not going to stand here like, oh, today was shitty. I wasted 90 to 120 minutes and that sucked. Like that's not my standard. Bullshit. I'm going to try it a more kind of the easy way without taking it too easy. If you're just always trying to push hard, everything feels like an obligation. And I want to do it more truly, because this will also lead to the fact that you're always more mindful while you're doing the thing, whether that is creating your video, meditating, working out. You're trying to give it your all, not because you have to, but because you want to, and it's not an obligation, so it's not, you don't fight it, you don't fight it. You do it as good as possible with an authentic motivation. So that's actually okay. So today was a pretty good day, and now I'm going to try something new, and that is Pilates. I hope it's going to be as much of a sport as I hope that it is, because I'm a bit scared, if I'm honest, that it's too easy. Well, today that would actually be okay, since I'm not completely healthy yet again. But I'm kind of scared of that, so we would just try it out, and then we will just see. Guys, I don't know. I didn't film anything yesterday. It's been so much of up and down. I mean, it was not only like, oh, I've been productive and I've been unproductive. It was like, I literally cried yesterday evening, and I felt like I can conquer the whole world. So it was really like, damn. So why didn't I film yesterday? I don't know. I forgot sometimes about it, but it was like, I was like, oh no, I know. And today I'm feeling so energized. I'm feeling like, yes, fuck yeah. What's the problem? And I think that this can be so valuable to you, because most of you are probably in kind of the same spot as me, trying to make something like great out of your life, like trying to become successful and all this stuff. And I dealt with so much confusion. I don't know what I said in the last 2 rants in this vlog, because I already forgot about it, because I got so much stuff in my head here. But I just want to sum it up now. So, on the one hand,
we have to be able to deal with confusion. Because like, I was so confused. Because my issue was like, should I even try to create all this amazing stuff in the physical world, or should I completely focus on spirituality? Because I feel like everything that depends on how I feel is based on what's within me. If I feel fear, that is something within me. If I feel like there's a problem, this is within me. Everything's within me. So I just felt like I should completely focus on myself. But then I was thinking about but enlightenment doesn't really change anything. Like, it's amazing, but you're still going to be this physical body. And I just got help now in the Actualize.org forum. I can highly recommend it. If you want to check out this, you have any questions about life, there are people who will just take you serious. I think this is something very important. They will take you serious if you say like, I don't know if I should rather go for enlightenment or conquer the world. Where other people would say like, what's wrong with you? Get realistic. So I would highly recommend that. And it just gave me clarity. And so what my biggest problem was actually that I was like, as I just described, with the physical world and the spirituality, and I was just like, oh, maybe I should do this and this, and maybe this isn't right, and there's not a perfect system, and I was overthinking. I was completely overthinking everything. And I think this can happen so quickly if we have if we have everything ahead of us. I really want to make this vlog for people like me, or who are a little bit older or a little bit younger. So if we have the whole world in front of us, then it's so easy to get lost, especially if you're really open-minded and you feel like you can really change something. It doesn't necessarily mean that you always believe in yourself, but if you can make your mind up to all the possibilities you possibly have, then there is so much stuff you could do, and it's so easy to get lost in all the options and then not do anything. The paradox of choice, right? And where you will just end up doing nothing because you could do anything, and you spend all your time choosing and thinking and not doing anything. But what I realized is I know where I want to go, and I will just do these things simultaneously because they're absolutely not contradicting. They're in fact synergenic. They benefit from each other. So yeah, I would just build my personal brand and develop myself further. This is great. I would just study psychology. This will give me a lot of things, amazing stuff. If I develop myself more spiritually, this gets me more fulfilled, and on the other hand, also it helps everything else because I will just get more at ease with life. And though everything is great, everything is great, and the only thing I fucked up, why I didn't feel good, was that I was forcing myself. And I really got a little bit to one side of the extreme, right? So in life there are always, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but there are always two extremes. And if we think about productivity and joy, there's on the one hand, there are the people who are don't care about productivity at all, they hate work, they just want to have fun, accomplish nothing. And on the other hand, these people who are just trying to achieve. I don't want to necessarily say that they achieve the most, because this is probably not the case, but they're obsessed with it. They're beating themselves up for that. And you really want to find your sweet spot here. And so it's so important that we get this one right, because if we always push ourselves so hard to actually accomplish something, then you will never feel joy. And bro, all of our goals, every reason why we want to achieve something is because how we feel. And if the progress fucks up how we feel, the whole idea is trash. It's trash. The only thing that matters in life is how you feel. And so I just now really figured it out for myself. I feel like, tomorrow I will maybe say fuck all of this, life is crap, I don't know. But I know that it's actually quite simple. It might happen that in in everyday situations I might get caught up into my emotions, but there's so I will just be like, oh, this is also hard. But then it's really important that you've meditated a lot and that you can self-reflect and that you can see like, no, that's not the case. Like, I'm just too much into the situation. So what we want to, I think the best approach in our current situation, if you want to like get your life moving and to drastically change it, is to be very clear about what you want. Like, so clear, I mean, I'm saying this, I'm not completely clear about it yet. I know it in my head, but I haven't actually written it down, but I will. I will so hard. And I think it's like, do you know how often I've talked about writing your shit down and all this stuff? And especially to myself, not necessarily to you, but like, I almost never did this. I did this one time and was really well, but I think you just have to write it down. Like, don't stop making excuses. Like, I'm not, by the way, if I say stop making excuses, I'm actually literally talking to myself, like, stop bullshitting yourself. Stop bullshitting yourself. I think writing it down, it must not necessarily mean that you have it like every time ahead of you, that you make it a system, or that you plan anything, that you reverse engineer anything from that if you want to do that, but like just getting one time very clear about it, because then if you've actually gotten clear about it by writing it down, then you can hold this way more clearer picture in your head. And yeah, and once you got this, then move towards it. And these are the 2 steps. This is all you gotta do. But in the process of moving it, you gotta balance between beating yourself up for not doing it as good as you thought you could do it, and on the other hand, also like feeling the joy. But also like, so I think it comes down to like, hold yourself to very high standards, but don't beat yourself up if you can live up to them, and try to create this positive motivation. What I just talked about in my last rant here, right? So really, like, I think don't throw away all your habits, keep your habits, but just while you're doing the habit, just be more aware of like, I actually want to do this. This is not like, I gotta do 30 minutes meditation and then I can finally eat. No, I want to do meditation because I know how much it will reward me for life. And so this is really how you want to go about it, that you really always like realize you are in complete control of your life, and you can like everything you are supposed to do because of your plan is because of you. And so I think it's very important that you hold yourself accountable, but don't be like, I gotta be disciplined, because I think it's very simple, right? So I mean, this is a kind of wishy-washy distinction, I don't know, but like, so it's very hard to put it in words, but I think for yourself to feel like the right difference is very easy. So if you're doing it and you're just feeling like you're consistent, you're keeping up with your habits and you're feeling good about it, that's good. But the second you feel like in a negative form, not like push myself further, where it's like still in a positive stage, but then it's okay. But the second you come into this like, I don't know if you should stop right there, maybe go one step further, but then like, don't, like, you really gotta figure out what like is benefiting for you. But I think like just really listening to your own body, that's why I push meditation so hard. Like, this would just help you with that so much. If you just do this more, then you will feel way better, and you will feel you will get to know yourself well better, and then you can navigate through that, and you can accomplish a lot while simultaneously feel good. And like that is the sweet spot. That's what we want, right? So guys, I'm now going to have a weekend off. I don't know how much off it will be, but I will just spend a little bit of time with my best friend, and yeah, I'm super excited about that. And I hope you're having an amazing weekend, and I will see you soon on Monday.